Hi guys, this is Mrs. Guzman. Today we're going to talk about understanding fractions. This is one whole. If I were to cut this in half, I would have two parts that are equal, each with 5 counters on each side. These two parts represent 1/2 each. I can also divide these up by every 2 counters, and I end up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fifths. They are all worth 1/5. I can also think of this as 10 parts. And each is worth 1. You guessed it, 1/10. So that goes to say that 1/10 plus 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 1/10 equals 10/10 or 1. If you notice, the more parts there are, the smaller the part is. These blue counters are worth 1/10 each. So if I have 1/10 plus 1/10 plus 1/10, how many tenths do I have? You're right, 3/10. I could also write this as a multiplication problem and have 1/10 times 3. 3 is a whole number. We can make it into a fraction by putting a 1 underneath and then multiply straight across. So my answer is 1 times 3 is 3, 10 times 1 is 10, and I have 3/10. So let's pretend for a moment that this is one whole. 4/4 equals one whole. So that means that each of these is worth 1/4. So 1/4 plus 1/4 equals 2/4. I could write that in a different way by saying 1/4 times how many? 1, 2 is what? Remember to put a 1 underneath and multiply straight across. 1 times 2 is 2. 4 times 1 is 4.